Hi guys, this is where I stop my previous tutorial on function, and I thought we are having some errors, so that's why I want to talk about errors now. You see, we are having page error. Okay. We have three types of error. I didn't tell you before. We have coding error, compilation error, and running error, runtime error. So they call it runtime error. Coding error. These are the error. Maybe you mistakenly want to type int, you now put something like r, it will throw an exception, something like this. You see, it's telling you that you're having coding error. Maybe you're having a mistake, or you have to put something here you forgot to put. Compiler on, it's going to tell you that you're having error in here. That's coding error. So that will cause coding error, or you forgot to end a statement. Yeah, so it will show you that you forgot to end the statement here. So we said error accepted. You can see. So it's telling you that you didn't put something here. So let me highlight this verse so you can see. Said it's prime. So don't highlight. So the second type of error is the compilation error. This one is you're having an integer function, so it's also supposed to return something like integer, not boolean. But now I want it to return boolean. How come? And I just want to make this as a boolean that return true or false. And it's not possible. I forgot to teach you about boolean, but maybe in the short tutorial I'm going to teach you a boolean. It's also a data type that returns true or false. I'm greater than you, true or false? True. Okay. 1 is greater than 2, true or false? False. So that's how we declare boolean variable. And something I forgot to tell you also is try to format this thing, because it's very essential for a beginner. Try to format it. So come down here, you click on here, you see the end block. Look at where the end block is. Okay. Look at this one. Okay, it's for this. Look at this one, is for this. This. Okay. Where is the block for this? Okay, for this. Okay, all of this is for this, and this is for this. So what we are going to do now is when we run this now, you see that we're having compilation error. So we're having compilation error. You can't convert integer to boolean. You can't even do anything with integer and booleans together in a function. And function always returns something. Like I told you in my previous tutorial, I made mention of function. Function always returns something. So it must return a value. So I have to make it as a function. So, and we have runtime error. Some runtime error, maybe in the short tutorial I will show you more about runtime error. But what we are having now is compilation error. So to solve that, I want to get a prime number now. And you know that prime number, there are numbers that are divisible by 1 and itself. So how can we go to tell about that? Check any number that you see that is divisible by 1 and itself is a prime number. Wow, the fuck. It's not going to understand in that way. So you have to put it in a mathematical way. And I told you this one is a flow control statement, the iterative statement. So I said int I is equals to 0. No, but it's not equals to 0. It's equals to 2. So, and I told you this one is mode. This means that divide this by this. I'm still coming back on that. Divide this by this, and give this one with tell the computer that I want, after dividing it, just give me the remainder. If the remainder is equals to 0, that means it's a prime number. So instead of writing it's a prime number, we have to return. So we will return the value. That means return the value. So that means the value is correct, return it. But if the value, if you divide this by this and it's not equals to 0, then we'll return 0. So that means the value is not right. So what I'm doing is that I'm assigning I equals to 2, and I'm saying as far as I is less than anything that you pass in here, maybe you pass in 4, any argument that you pass in, maybe you pass in 4, you pass in 3, 2, 1, 0, I don't know, that's okay. Assign I equals to 2, then anything you pass here, okay. Come down here after you have explained this, after check maybe I is less than the number. If I is less than the number, okay, come down here, divide the number by I for the first time. So it's going to execute I think number of time less than 1. That's maybe enter 5 to be 4. So it's going to execute 4. It's not going to execute 5. So it's going to that's because I didn't put equals to. And don't put equals to because it will give you an error also. That will be a runtime error. Because we are putting equals to 5 divided, if you get to 5 divided by 5 or 2 divided by 2 will be always 0. So divide himself will be always, so you will get 0, you get no answer, no how, no how. And it's going to, maybe you have 2 here and you have 10, you want to check maybe it's a prime number. It gets there, it goes there, 10, if you have 10 divided by 2 is equals to 0, yes, is equals to 0. So it's not going to, so it's equals to 0. It's not going to execute this code anymore. It's just going to return the value because this iteration is true now. It's not going to run it anymore. It's going to just return the value, and that's all. It's not going to run anyone. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to return the value. But if it does not, if maybe you are passing something like 7, said okay, 2 divided by 7 is equals to 0. Is 0 equals to 0? Is the remainder equals to 0? No. Okay. 3, it will increase by 1, then it will not come back here anymore. It will say, okay, is 3 less than 7? Yes, it's less than. Is 7 divided by 3 remainder is 0? No. Then it will increase to 4, to 5, to 6. It won't go to 7, because if you say 7 divided by 7 is 1, remainder 0. So it won't go to 7. Let's say 6. If it ends at 6, and you see that none of the number to 7 is divided by 7 divided by the numbers to up to 6 are not equal to 0. That means it's going to throw out 0. That this number is not. That means the number is 0. And it's going to throw out 0 back to you. So I'm not going to use this anymore. So I'm going to remove them. Remember, try to format it. So I have to end this my function. So I told you have to return something, so it will be returning something by default. So in my main class, now let me declare an integer variable. So this is the uses of a function. I'm going to show you int var. Okay, let's say var is equals this. So that means I'm getting the answer. That's what I told you about function the other time, that function x. So I said x is an argument sometimes, function of x. So that means, and I told you function f doesn't mean that the function, but it means you can put anything. You can put your name, you can put anything, you can put jargons, just know what you use to identify the function. So this one is a function, and the parameters of a function, like what I told you in the previous tutorial, maybe you've watched it. The function takes an argument, maybe true or false. Maybe it doesn't take argument, or it takes, but this one I allow it to take argument because of what I get here. What I get here. So I've declared it here. So assuming I didn't put anything here, I just declare it inside this place. So this is where I'm going to initialize it. I'm going to put the value inside it here. But since I just declared it at the any value that you declare is called parameters, and anyone inside function or class or anything is called variable. But this is the parameter of, so you are going to give it any parameters here. So that's why I'm giving it an argument. and it serves as an argument. Parameters sometimes serve as an argument, as a function. It serves as an argument. So that's why I'm passing this argument into here. So I'm saying, okay, you have to return at least that, you have to return one value, exact one. That's the function. You return one value. So, and I will be assigning the value to here. Then I'm going to perform a check. So let me remove this. So I'm going to perform a check. If value is not equals to, like I told you, this is not equals to shift 1, it will pop out this exclamation mark and equal to. If this is not equals to 0, that means it's a prime number. So you're going to say let's have something like var, let's say, is a prime number. So that means that it's going to print out the value you enter here. That means maybe 4 is a prime number. If it's a prime number, it's going to enter. And else, that if this is not, that means what we're having here, if it does not return 0, if it returns the value, as in the value passed back, that means it's a prime number. So it's going to show it here. Then else, if it does return 0, if it returns 0, then let's copy this. Oh shit. Let's copy this. Then paste here, then say is not a prime number. So not a prime number. So essentially just run it. So let's run it and see what we got. Okay. 4 is a prime number. Is 4 a prime number? No. So that means we're having some errors. Okay, sorry. Because if it is equals 0, it's a prime number. No. If value is equals to 0, okay, wait, let's run it this way. Let me check. Okay, so 4 is not a prime number. Okay, that means the remainder is equals. Okay. Let's pass something like 7 in here, and let's view maybe it's a prime number. That's what I'm talking about. So runtime error now. That is what runtime error, because that's not what I want it to do. 0 is a prime number. No, I'm not saying 0 is a prime number. I'm passing in 7, not 0. So the 0 is a prime. Why is it now saying 0? Okay, that means what it returns. That means it returns 0. It's not a prime number also. So we're having, it's not, yeah. This is how it's supposed to work. So if we're having 7 here, so 0 is not a prime number. So those things are runtime error now, because we're having a runtime error. I find it difficult. Because my time is running out now. So divided by, okay, it is divided by 5. It's not is equal to 0. Okay, what I'm doing is that if this divided by 0, that means if any of them, if you get the value, so return 0, else return 1, so that this is how it's supposed to be. I have to put not here. So 7 is a prime number now. So I have to put not, because it's a calculation, so it's going to check 2. So maybe in the next tutorial I'm going to show you more about it, because my time is going out now. Meet me in the next tutorial.